All right, good morning, everyone. It's Monday, and it's a little nippy outside. It's probably right around just above 0 degrees outside right now, maybe like 5-6 degrees. Got the car warming up here. Gonna get out there today and get up to Forest Trail, our deck job that we're doing up there. Hopefully in the next week or so we'll get this blade on this steel. I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully do a video on it. Also got an e-bike that we just got in. Got to do a video on that. So try to get you guys some of that content, putting that stuff together, and just have some fun with it. But yeah, got the car warming up. Got my firewood. I think I'm pretty well stocked up for hopefully the rest of winter. I got, quite a bit here. I think I'll be okay. And there's Bud. I don't think you want to go out there, Bud. It's cold. But yeah, Sadie and Bud and I are gonna get out and we're gonna get things moving for the day, huh? Huh, Sado? Yeah. Well, why don't you find some snow to do the roll, Sadie? That's not even a good patch of snow. You got to do a roll right there, Sado. Huh? You're not doing. You're in the dirt. Okay, whatever. So this machine, I know a lot of people commented, and I've been talking with my mechanic quite a bit, and we kind of think because it never really had that issue until it was pressure washed, and some of the plugs down underneath, we just feel like water has gotten into a couple of them. And because, let me explain. So like right now we're at 5 degrees out here right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here and try to start this thing, and it should fire right up. But strangely enough, when it's warm and you've been running it for hours and you shut it off, it does not want to start back up. So let's try it and see if my theory is correct. Because it seems like when all that water is frozen, it seems like it wants to fire right up. So let's see what it does. Yeah. I mean, that tells me right there, as cold as it is, this thing fires right up. So, but yet once I ran it for 4 or 5 hours and everything, all that water is basically melted, or all that ice, I should say. Yeah, I mean, it fires right up. So I think that proves the theory that it's the plug. So we do have some dielectric grease, some contact cleaner, and some stuff like that. And we're going to clean out those plugs. Hopefully we're going to dry them out. And then that way when it's warm, it'll start back up. Because at this point, once you fire this thing up for the day, you don't turn it off till your day's over, because it does not want to start. It'll just crank and crank and crank. You can get it started with starting fluid and it'll fire back up, but it's a pain. So Mike brought the grease, and he brought some contact cleaner and some stuff like that. So we're gonna be working on, at some point this week we'll work on it and we'll get it all, see if we can clean it up and make it to where it'll start correctly. I think looks like Mike just got here. Bud, come on, man. What are you yelling at me for? How's the drive up?
Oh, you know.
Long? Long. Yeah, I just went out there and fired that thing up. Fired right up. Boom. Last night, I waited like several hours, and I'm like, I'm going to go try it. But it had been on, you know. Wouldn't start. I cranked on it. I'm like, I'm not going to keep cranking on it. But so I like let it freeze. Starts right up.
Yeah.
I mean, it will with starting fluid, but it doesn't want to. It's like cackling and it'll finally start.
Yeah, because well, the way we were doing it before,
Uh-huh.
it would fire right up. Is I would pull both the filters out and just, I mean, one spray in there and fired right up.
Yeah.
Every time.
That's what I did the other day with Owen.
Yeah.
Did a cold start on the Pioneer this morning. Fired up. For some reason, when we had it in the garage, I don't know if a key got left on or something, but battery was dead on it. So we got it sitting out here right now because we have one of the skid steers in the garage, so we can work on it in there and not be out here outside in the elements. But fired right up this morning, so, and it's only, like I said, about 5 degrees out, so hopefully we get that plow on in the next few days. That'll be cool, pushing some snow around with that, see how it does. Really interested to see how that goes. All right, we're gonna pop in here to the office. And I forgot to give a shout out, but Sadie and Bud, they got a care package from Chewy, and one of their loyal viewers sent them a medical kit. That is so cool. A little doggy adventure medical kit. So thank you so much, guys, for looking out for Sadie and Bud. And I'm going to carry this around with me in the vehicle. Make sure I have it with me for Sadie and Bud just in case we ever do have an emergency. And Sadie and Bud are going to send much thanks, and they thank their viewers for always supporting them. Oh, that sun popped out. Imagine that. Look at the sky, guys. Sun popped out. It warmed up pretty nicely here. Feels pretty good out with the sun on your back. So we're going to keep making our rounds, and hopefully everybody's up and about. It's almost 9 o'clock. It's hard to get a real early start when it's this cold. It's just miserable in the shade. You got to have that sun kind of break the frost off your back. So it warmed up quickly here, guys. And you can see it's just a bluebird day today. No wind to speak of. And I mean, it almost feels like you could walk around in a t-shirt when you're standing in the sun. Crazy how 5 degrees this morning to this just a couple hours later. All right, storm's over. We got this place cleared again. Had to clear the snow out. And we're rigging up right now so that we can get these beams up. Looks like he's already got everything kind of ready to go. You can see here with the jack, we had to, what do you say? We had to raise it up about 4 inches. So it was sagging out here on this corner quite a bit. We basically built a strong back out of a 4x6 and, or 4x6, yeah. So, jacked this whole edge up over here, which now you can see the original part that didn't look low is actually got a little sag to it. So we've got everything laid out here. Beams are all ready to go. We're gonna hoist these things up here shortly, and hopefully after lunch I'll be able to show you guys these 3 beams up with all of our posts in place, which is going to support this whole section here. And then once we're home free after that, because this is the heaviest part of the deck, so that over there Not worried about that temporary shoring over there. It'll hold up just fine. We'll be able to break all this shoring down, and then we're going to reassemble a temporary scaffold for this side, because there's no way to get like this big jack scaffold that we have. There's no way to set it up over there. So I think hopefully by the end of the day we'll be in a place where this thing will be supported by the new 8x8 beams and posts. So we'll come back and check later. So this one's still got to get these beams down, which the others came off pretty easily. Like I showed you. This is the gondola heading up towards Canyon here. Okay, we're gonna head on back to the house, work on a couple estimates and some other computer work that we have to do. Maybe we'll take a quick pass by Canyon Lodge for you guys, show you guys the parking lot, see how many people are out skiing today. The other day Brent told me 17,000 people were out on the mountain that day. So that just gives you kind of perspective. 17,000 skiers in one day. I mean, do the math on that, guys. That's a lot. Here we are up at Canyon Lodge. See everybody coming down the hill here. And that was a gondola we were just looking at down at the house on Forest Trail that we're working on. It goes right by there. Takes you down to the village there. So everybody enjoying their Monday ski runs here. Looks pretty packed for a Monday, so that's good. That's a good sign. People are out and about, enjoying their recreational activities here. Also, just so you guys know, all my ranch content and things of that nature, I'm going to be posting that on Dirty Hands TV from now on. So make sure you go over there and give Dirty Hands TV a follow. I'm not going to be copying content and putting the same thing on both channels. I'm going to try to keep all the ranch content and, you know, things of that nature. Maybe some more in-depth construction projects, mechanic projects, things like that are gonna start flowing over to that channel. And Plow Brothers, we're gonna stick with the high country travel and snow removal vibe on that channel. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, or what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think about that, and we're gonna keep it moving. Those clouds are pretty insane looking, lenticular type clouds down right around the mountain. Look at that picture. Yeah, here we go. We just got home. Gotta do a roll. That's Sadie's favorite pastime in the snow. Besides chasing those little snow moles, she likes to try to get those too, huh? Clouds are moving over pretty quickly. Seemed like the wind kind of changed direction on us. But bright, sunny, bluebird skies. Probably ought to get the bucket out and fix this area up here now that that van's out of the way. Maybe I'll do that here in a little bit, huh? First, I gotta get me something to eat. Oh, it's leftover time. So, what do I got? Ooh, that's not mine. Let's say, ooh, I got something. I got half of a chili omelet that I made the other day. And we'll add some pico to that. And I'm gonna go ahead and warm up the cornbread with it too. So let's have a chili omelet with cornbread for breakfast. So there it is, the leftover breakfast of champions. We got the omelet, a couple pieces of cornbread. Got the oven set to 350. We'll throw that in, let it warm up. And that's my Monday morning mid-breakfast snack. There it is, guys. The king of leftovers is back with another one. Cornbread with some butter, half of a 4-egg chili omelet from the other day. Doesn't get any better than that. 10 minutes, ready to eat. Sadie and Butter enjoying their lunch break. So I got some mounts here, and I'm gonna try to do some good, cool mounts on the machines for this next storm coming up, so we could get some time-lapse GoPro footage of the loader movements and some stuff like that. So hopefully I'm on the right track with these mounts, and we can get them on the machines and get you some cool variations of the snow removal footage. It's a toasty 37 degrees out right now, guys. We're gonna head up the mountain here and go check on the boys over at Forest Trail. Well, it looks like we got the first one up there, guys. I can see it. It's kind of slow going here, but I think once we get the first few up, it'll start going a lot quicker. So we're setting up this other bit of scaffolding here, and get the posts in. Well, that floor joist was in a little bit worse shape than I thought, especially right where the beam originally was. It just kind of took a beating there with the squash. So I think a good solution that's going to be a long-lasting solution will be the 4x10 blocks above. And like I said, we'll run some long SDSs all the way down through those blocks into the beam below, and then we'll secure that to the floor joist and to the decking above, and it ought to make a really nice strong connection there that's not going to want to squash any more than it already has. So kind of a bummer because, you know, 60 foot of 4x10 is not cheap, and then we also got to cut it up into blocks, and then we also got to paint it. So it's not a cheap add-on to the job, but you know, when you're on the hook for these jobs, And you know, the engineer's on the hook too, so we're protecting everybody here by doing that. And we're just making sure that this thing's gonna outlive us and outlive everybody around us. Mammoth sauna. That's a mobile sauna. I've never seen anything like that. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm home for the day, so I'm gonna go and clean up that little bit of snow right there with the dugong here. Let's see if she fires. Let that thing warm up for a minute. Don't forget to comment on the video and let us know what you think and what you'd like to see in Mammoth or anywhere else. We'd love to get some ideas on content, so throw it out there in the comments. And don't forget to stop by plowbrothers365.com. You know, grab yourself a gator or a hoodie or a beanie, any of that stuff. Got a lot of cool stuff on there. Been working really hard on that site and all that gear that we put up there. So once again, thank you guys so much for following along, and we'll see you on the next one.